Alrighty, welcome into another episode of Getting Technical, brought to you by Better and Green. Wyatt, we are breaking down the Big Ten conference tournament bracket. You and I both Big Ten boys. Congrats on Michigan's win yesterday, which obviously I was disappointed, but I think it worked out in their favor for the draw that they got in the Big Ten tournament. We will get right into that. But we are also breaking down the ACC today, as well as the Big 12. We'll have the Big East and the SEC tomorrow. So stay tuned for those videos out on our YouTube page here. But yeah, this is a tough bracket here, 18 teams, tough to follow along with. I'm going to send it to you first, see how you do. How are you breaking down the Big Ten conference tournament bracket?
Yeah, this is, I think, our biggest bracket of any conference tournament. So it is, like you said, a little hard to follow. So bear with us here. As always, to start, I will give our bubble teams in the Big Ten. Looks like the should-be-ins are UCLA, Iowa, and Ohio State. Then that team on the bubble is Indiana. So again, keep that in mind for, again, if you win the tournament or if you win a couple games, you could, move yourself from the bubble into a tournament spot. So keep those teams in mind moving forward. But starting this first round and around that honestly shouldn't happen. We should just cut these teams out. Oregon and Maryland, I'll take, I guess, Oregon, but really, I don't really care. They're going to lose second round anyways. Northwestern, Penn State, I think this is an easy Northwestern win. Penn State's, I don't think they've ever played basketball before. They're the worst team I've ever seen, ever. So give me Northwestern. This gives us to round two. Between Oregon and Iowa, I'll take Iowa to advance. USC and Washington. USC, I think, has lost like 7 straight games. Just an absolute collapse. So give me Washington to advance here. Northwestern, Indiana. I think it's going to be a really, really close game. Like I said, Indiana is that team on the bubble that has some work to do. I think they're going to have to win probably 3 games in this Big Ten to make the tournament. So I do think they have a little bit more motivation. I do think they're a little bit better than Northwestern. So give me Indiana to advance. And then Rutgers, Minnesota. I'll take Minnesota to move on to round 3. That round 3, great game, I think, between Iowa and Ohio State. I'm not really impressed with either team. I don't even know. I think, Ohio State's resume is not fantastic. Iowa has a couple decent wins, but I think they're just one player, like you've mentioned multiple times on Twitter. I'll take Ohio State to advance. Not in love with that pick. I think you can go either way, but I'll take the Buckeyes. Washington, Wisconsin, I'll take Wisconsin. Indiana and Purdue, Battle of Indiana. Like I said, Indiana fighting for that tournament spot. Purdue is a 7 seed. In what world is Purdue a 7 seed? I really wanted to take Indiana here, but I just don't think I can. I think Purdue is, trying to get back on track for tournament time, and this is a great time to get back on track. So I'll take Purdue to advance. Then Minnesota, UCLA. This UCLA team is really tough for me to figure out. Look fantastic sometimes, look absolutely terrible sometimes, but I will take them to advance. So give me UCLA. On to round, what is this? 4, 5, 6, who knows? Round 4, I believe. In the third matchup, Ohio State, Michigan. Michigan's a better team. Ohio State can't guard the bigs. Give me Michigan to advance. Wisconsin, Illinois. Illinois scares me, but so does Wisconsin. Wisconsin can beat anyone. They can lose to anyone. Honestly, a coin flip game. I'm going to go with the Fighting Illini, but like I said, don't feel comfortable with that one. But give me Illinois. Purdue, Nebraska. I'm going to take Nebraska to continue a little kind of historic streak they got going here. I think Purdue won at Nebraska earlier this year. So a little bit revenge factor there for Nebraska. Then UCLA, Michigan State. Hear me out. You're going to hate it. It's probably a little biased. UCLA just got rolled by Michigan State by 20-something points. That game wasn't even close. UCLA, I can't figure this team out. They can beat really good teams. They really can. And like I said, they look terrible sometimes. They lost to Michigan State bad. They lost to Michigan bad. Lost a couple other games bad. But I am going to, unfortunately, take UCLA on the upset. I apologize. It's 100% biased, but I think UCLA can do it. I think they're they're feisty. They have some good athletes. Maybe Mick Cronin can get the boys going, or maybe he gets, ejected in the first 3 minutes. Who knows? But I will take UCLA as an upset here. Michigan, Illinois. I am going to unfortunately take Michigan again. It's probably getting a little square, but I don't know. If Illinois gets hot, it's game over, but I think they can't stop Michigan's bigs. So give me Michigan to advance. Nebraska, UCLA. I think Nebraska continues rolling here. Give me the Huskers here, and then that brings us to the Big Ten championship game. The 1 and the 2 seed. Again, a little square here. Michigan squeaked by Nebraska at home with Mast and their 6th guy out, their little point guard, number 5. I'm going to have Nebraska winning the Big Ten. I think Nebraska gets it done. They have never won a game in March Madness. I don't know if they've ever won. Well, they've definitely never won a Big Ten championship. I don't know if they've ever won what were they before that? Big 12.
Yep.
Don't think they've ever won that. I don't know. I think it's going to be a historic season for them. I think they're going to kind of blow their load a little too early here, and I like them to win the Big Ten. Don't think they're going to go super far in March, but give me Nebraska to win the Big Ten here.
Yeah, I just changed mine with that UCLA pick. I'll have Maryland getting all the way to Michigan and upsetting them there. So there's that. No, yeah, I like your picks there, other than one. But guys, before I get into mine, if you've made it this far, tells me you've probably been enjoying the video. So hit that like button for us. Show us that you've been enjoying it. It really helps us out. We do all this for free. It takes up a ton of our time, so we really appreciate it. Let us know in the comments as well your pick to win the Big Ten tournament here. And then also, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. That helps us out more than anything. So we really appreciate you guys. I'll get into the terrible games that we have here on Tuesday. I'll have Oregon advancing over Maryland. We've talked about Oregon off camera, but a team that was good last year, have their same coach, same, a couple of good players, Biddle, and I can't even think of the other kid's name, but have struggled this year. I'll take them, though, to beat Maryland, who you mentioned Penn State hasn't played basketball. I'm not sure Maryland's played much basketball in their life. They're just god-awful. Penn State, Northwestern, yeah, I'll take Northwestern. They have one of the best players in the conference there with Martinelli. So I will take Northwestern to advance. Oregon, Iowa, don't call me crazy if Oregon gets the upset here because Iowa is a one-man army. I will take Iowa to advance, but will not be shocked whatsoever. If I get a nice spread on Oregon, I'll probably be on them in that game. USC is quit on the season. Baker Mazzara walks off the court and turns out might be older than I am, still playing college basketball. So guess I missed my opportunity, but I will take Washington in a rout. I think USC is just completely done. I have a lot to say about USC. I'll save it for another episode. Indiana and Northwestern. Again, don't call me shocked if Northwestern on Martinelli's back upsets IU, but I will take IU to advance. A lot to play for there. And Tucker DeVries, I think he could potentially be, one of the March sweethearts this year. If people don't know him, I think they will. Rutgers, Minnesota, I'll take Minnesota. Rutgers is pretty terrible. Fraud Bowl, Iowa and Ohio State. Both these teams suck. Ohio State's resume is awful. I will take Iowa just because that team is built for March. If what's his face Sturt's there, gets hot. That's how we see all these low-level teams advance in March, and they kind of have it at Iowa. So I'll take them to advance, just not bought in on Ohio State. Wisconsin, Washington. I think Wisconsin wins in a rout. Indiana, Purdue. I will take Indiana against Purdue. Purdue kind of in a free fall here. I will not be betting against Purdue because this is a team that can flip and turn it on at any time. But on senior day with Trey Hoffman-Wren, Brandon Smith, Fletcher Lawyer don't get the win at Mackey against Wisconsin. That's just kind of a red flag for me. I will take IU again on the back of Tucker DeVries having a big game to advance. And then, UCLA, I think, rolls Minnesota. Not much of a game there. That brings Iowa and Michigan by 20. I think, again, stop Sturts. This game was just very close. Michigan kind of almost lost, but they also had Michigan State on deck. I think now in a Big Ten tournament, Michigan rolls and figures out how to stop Sturts a little bit more and really not gets their revenge, but I think they win how they probably should. This will be the best game probably of the tournament, Wisconsin and Illinois. I'll take Wisconsin to squeak by. Just hope they can shoot how they did against Michigan and Michigan State this year. Very hard team to stop if they're shooting that good, but Illinois also a great team. Won't shock me either way there. Indiana and Nebraska. I'll take Nebraska as well. I think this is where Indiana's run comes to an end, but they will have done enough to make get themselves into the tournament at that point. I'll take Michigan State over UCLA. I just think State has a much better team than UCLA there. That brings up Michigan and Wisconsin. Wisconsin not going to shoot as well as they did round one against Michigan. Michigan will have the revenge with, getting their first loss of the season against Wisconsin. I like Michigan in that game to advance to the finals. Nebraska, Michigan State. Same thing. Michigan State's first conference loss of the season, second loss other than Duke to Nebraska. Neutral court. I think Michigan State beats Nebraska. Three-peat, Michigan State and Michigan. I'll give it to Michigan. I think Michigan wins the Big Ten tournament.
I love it. Good to hear. It's a lot of games in a row to win, but Yeah, I don't know. At the beginning of this, I was thinking, there's no way Michigan's going to win the Big Ten. But now I'm like, is there any way Michigan's going to lose again? I don't know. I hope you're right. Looking forward to it. Again, this is our conference. So really big games coming up. Can't wait for Tuesday. Like Ethan said, let us know who you have winning the Big Ten.
Yeah, I will say if I get double-digit point spread with State again, I will be all over that.
Yep.
But I think Michigan finds a way once again to win that game. But guys, let us know in the comments. We really appreciate it. Wyatt, good breaking down the Big Ten with you. We'll be back for, like I said, Big 12, ACC up already today as well, and then SEC and Big East tomorrow. So appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. Tell your friends. It really helps us out. But until next time, we will see you for another episode of Getting Technical, brought to you by Better and Green.
Welcome to Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? To Better and Green, eh? Listening and cash out, that's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spot from the bottom to the top, eh? Shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome to our podcast, Better and Green.